All right, financial math classes. We're continuing our lessons on investments. Right now, we are talking about real estate. So, real estate is buying property. It's not necessarily buying property, but real estate is property, so homes. Um, the book focuses on it as an investment, as using real estate as rental properties, but that's not the only way that real estate can be investment. That's just what the book focuses on. Um, the other way, the other two ways to do it. One, you can buy houses and flip them. You can see popular TV shows that where people come in, buy old rundown houses and um, uh, renovate them really quickly and put them back out on the market for a profit. That's I almost wouldn't consider that as an investment. It's more that's almost like a full-time job to do stuff like that. The other ways investment is the most common way is people just buy the house and live in it, right? And so it's real estate kills two birds with one stone, where it's a place to live and it can be a long-term investment. The reason why it's a long-term investment is because the value of homes has steadily increased over the decades. There's some dips, like in 2008, there was a dip, but even then, the home prices go back up. And so it's nice. Mortgages, we talked about that back in chapter 10. You put in money, once it's paid off, then you have the value of that house and you can sell it when you're ready to retire or downsize or whatever. You have some equity in there, some capital that you can use uh, for later on in life. But like I said, the book focuses on as rental properties, so that's what we're going to be talking about here. Um, Basic vocab, we don't really need to go over that. Um, if you are gonna, if you are thinking you want to rent out a house, be a landlord, some things you want to consider is what the mortgage is, taxes, and then other annual expenses, including maintenance, that sort of thing. You need to figure out the annual expenses, um, and then the rent you charge needs to be above that, so you're making a profit off it. So that's basically all you need to think about. This is what we're going to talk about here. Um, we're going to skip to number two, since number one is basically filled out. Skip down to number two. So the purchase price is 134,500. The cash invested. This would be the down payment made on the house. So $15,000 down payment. The monthly rent is 675. The annual expenses are 6,750. The annual renter income. So the income from this house is going to be the monthly rent times 12. 675 a month for 12 months. 675 times 12, that comes out to 8,100. The annual expenses, so the net income. So this house, it's going to be the annual income minus the expenses. So minus 6,750, that's 1,350. So this person is making a profit of 1,350 a year, so a little over $100 a month. The annual yield, all right, the annual yield is going to be that income, the net income, so 1,350 divided by the cash investment 1,500, 15,000, excuse me, divided by 15,000. And so that is 0.9. That's actually pretty good yield, 9%. If you're getting up close to 10%, good investments, you're going to want, 10 or 12%. That's not too bad. Um, so what would be helpful if you are going to charge rent, if this is what you want to do, we don't have any of the problems. We're figuring out the desired annual net income. Basically, you want a yield that's more than inflation. So you're actually making more money than inflation from this investment you have. Um, so anyway, let's go on to number three. Last example we'll do here. So the income is 50,000, or no, the cash invested is 50,000. The monthly rent is 4,200. So 4,200 times 12. That is an expensive rental. That is 50,000. The heck? 50,400. So the net income on that, we do that 50,400 minus the annual expenses. So whoever took this out must have a really large mortgage on it. Because that's really expensive for a house that's only 250,000. So minus 48,500, so that comes out to 1,900. So they're making $1,900 profit each year, and then the yield. You do that 1,900 divided by the cash investment of 50,000. So divided by 50,000, that is a 0.038. Actually, I should change these. This would be a 9% yield. This one is a 3.8% yield. Just take those, the yield, and multiply it by 100. The 3.8% yield is garbage. If you're going to be renting out homes, you want a higher yield than that. You can probably find a savings account with or a with a certificate of deposit that's going to give you a better yield than that, for a lot less work than managing a rental property. So yeah, find a yield that's going to be better than that. You're going to want around 10-12% would probably be beneficial. But that is going to do it for us today. Next time we're talking about retirement investments. We'll see you then.